Hopes for her future, and we have a lot of thanks and joy in our hearts that we want to express. And we're pleased that Rabbi Ilana Grimblad is here to help us articulate all of those hopes and prayers.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Our hearts are overjoyed to be here together in this moment filled with simcha, the whole family and the community coming together in joy. And we're going to sing a song, Hine Matov, which means how wonderful it is for us to be together. So it's on your programs, and we're going to sing that to get us in the festive spirit. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. One more round. This baby is so blessed to be born into a loving family and to have so many people in this community and in the family who love her who are going to participate in our service this morning. She is blessed to have 4 grandparents and 2 great-grandparents who will all participate in our service this morning. In a moment, her great-grandparents, Mark and Faina, are going to carry her in. And when they do, they're going to place her on this special chair that you may see decorated before you with the talit. This is called Kisei Shel Eliyahu, the chair of Elijah. Elijah is the herald of redemption. And whenever a baby is born, it gives us that same hope for redemption and that same feeling of joy that Eliyahu represents. So when they bring in the baby in a moment, we're going to say words of welcome that are on your sheet. And then we're going to sing the melody of the song of Elijah, of Eliyahu Hanavi. Brucha haba'ah b'shem Adonai. Na 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 na. Ya na na na. Ya na na. Ya na na na. Ya na na na. Ya na 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 na. Ya na na. Julia is now going to say a blessing. She's going to pass. You want to hold her? You want to pass? Okay. She will now say a blessing, thanking God for a safe delivery and for her healing. So she's going to say a line, and then we're all going to respond where it says all respond on your sheet. That's what we're going to say when she's done with her blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hadamel lechach chayavim tovot. Shegemalani kol tov. Mi shekalech kol tov. U'yimalech kol tov. May the one who has been kind to you deal kindly with you always. Amen. And she's now going to say a blessing about becoming a new mother.
Thank you, God. Thank you for seeing me through this birth, for giving me this blessed child. Help me, God. Help my body heal quickly so that I can tend to my baby. Restore me to strength, God. Bless me with the wisdom to understand each cry and the skill to soothe it. Infuse me with the mysterious power of a mother's intuition. Be my guide, God. Stay with me through sleepless nights and send me stamina to sustain me. Never leave me. Amen.
Amen. We are in a holy moment, and in Judaism, whenever we are in a holy moment, we light candles to enter us into that sacred time. And this, of course, is a tradition that Jewish women have been doing throughout all time. So the baby's aunt, Elena Bela, will now come and light the candles and say a special blessing for this moment.
This little girl with whom we have all been blessed has already brought light into our lives. May God's radiance continue to shine upon her. May she grow to be a source of light to all those around her. May her radiance illuminate the world. May the light of Torah and mitzvot be reflected in her shining deeds. And may she help bring the light of redemption to the world. Amen.
Whenever we welcome a new baby into the covenant of the Jewish people, we ask 3 blessings for that child. We ask that they be blessed with Torah, with learning of our sacred tradition. We ask that they be blessed with family, with chuppah, which represents the coming together of family. And then we ask that they be blessed with ma'asim tovim, that they do good deeds throughout their lives. So we're now going to bless her with these 3 blessings. Each of the blessings will contain both a blessing and an action that goes with it. So first, the blessing of Torah. The baby's grandfather, Uri, will come up and read that blessing for us to her.
Come and listen. May your eyes sparkle with the light of Torah, and your ears hear the music of its words. May the space between each letter of the scrolls bring warmth and comfort to your soul. May the syllables draw holiness from your heart, and this holiness be gentle and soothing to you and all God's creatures. May your study be passionate and meaning bear more meanings until life arrays itself to you as a dazzling wedding feast. And may your conversation, even of the commonplace, be a blessing to all who listen to your words and see the Torah glowing on your face.
Amen. Amen. And this is a mezuzah scroll, so a piece of Torah from their home, and it's dipped in sugar. So we're going to give it to the baby to taste, that Torah may always be sweet upon her lips.
It's sterilized.
And now the second blessing, the blessing of chuppah, the blessing of family. We are welcoming her into our family, into the Grunwald and Eisenberg families. So her uncles, Fran and Tal, will come up and give her the blessing of family.
Our God and God of all generations, we are grateful for new beginnings, for the bond of life that links one generation to the other. We're thankful for the blessings of family, which bring meaning and happiness to our lives. And we rejoice with Johnny and Julia at the birth of their child. May we all grow together as a family in health and strength, harmony and love. Amen. Amen.
As she enters our family, she also enters the family of the Jewish people, which goes back all of the generations throughout time to the time of the Bible. And so we're going to symbolically represent that through the talit. The talit, as you know, is symbolic of being wrapped in God's love. And the tzitzit, the fringes, remind us of the commandments. And each of the four corners represents one of the four matriarchs, Sarah, Rachel, Rebecca, and Leah. And as we wrap her in that, we will give a blessing for each of the corners. The four matriarchs of the family will come up and they will each give a blessing to her. So her great-grandmother, Faina Eisenberg, will do the first corner. Then her grandmother, Nina Eisenberg, her great-aunt, Svetlana O'Shea, and her grandmother, Mariana Greenblatt. So the four of them can come up. And whenever we bless a girl in Jewish tradition, we bless that she be blessed with the blessings of Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. So this represents that through the wrapping. As they do each of the corners, they will wrap her in the talit, and she will be wrapped in God's love.
Like our mother Sarah, may you be gracious and kind to those who passed away.
Like Rebecca, you may always find strength and comfort from God.
May you be blessed as Leah was blessed with a close and loving family.
And like Rachel, may you radiate warmth from your soul to everyone whose life touches yours.
Amen. Now the third blessing is the blessing of Ma'asim Tovim, of good deeds. So that one is less about words and more about action. And so the best Ma'asim, the best creations, are the children. So the children of the family, her cousins, Jeremy and Hannah and Nathan, are going to come up and give her a tzedakah box that they decorated in her honor for her to use, so that she may always do the mitzvah tzedakah throughout her life. And Kira and Sophie are going to come up and place the challah covers that they have made onto the challah that she can use throughout her life. Beautiful. You can go. You want to come and give the baby a kiss? The kisses are very important. They're the most important part. Now that we've given her these presents and these kisses and we've wrapped her and we've given her the sweetness of Torah, we're going to give her the most important thing we're going to give her today, which is her name. So first, Johnny and Julia are going to talk and share with us and with Yael what this moment means to them of giving her a Hebrew name.
Dearest Yael, we are so ecstatic that you have entered our lives. We're truly blessed to be able to hold you in our arms. Ever since your mom and I met, we have dreamed about this day. You're a truly miracle, and we still can't believe that you've come from a part of us. We are so grateful that you're healthy, happy, and a source for joy for everyone around you. We dream for you a lifetime of happiness. It has only been a week, and we couldn't imagine our lives without you. We wonder what type of person that you will grow up into, and what the future holds for you. We know that you will go far, and we will support you every step of the way.
We are truly honored to give you a Jewish name, Yael Gabriela. In Soviet Russia, my parents and grandparents could not give their children Jewish names. in fear that they would be discriminated against for the rest of their lives. We are so blessed to live in a time and a place where we are not afraid that you will be made fun of in school or victimized at work for having a Jewish name. And as your grandma Nina said, with a Jewish name like Yael, you will always know your heritage and the wonderful community that you belong to. Yael, even before you were born, we were amazed at how much joy and happiness you brought to everybody around you. Not only your family, but also strangers seemed to become happier when they saw that I was pregnant and that soon there would be a new life in the world. We most significantly saw your power of bringing joy to others last May. A few days after we found out that you were going to be a girl, your grandfather Alex's cousin, Edita, passed away from brain cancer. Although the whole family was stricken with grief, the ultrasound video of you kicking and moving around in my belly brought a spark of joy to everyone. We got numerous emails of how seeing you lessened their sorrow. May you continue to always bring so much joy and happiness to every single person you meet.
No matter what you do in your life, we will always be there for you. And you will always have a loving home to come to. We can't promise to be the perfect parents. We will always do what we believe is the best for you. No matter how tired or busy our lives get, you will always be our main priority.
We love you so much and always will.
And now the baby's middle name is after two people that Alex will come up and share with us about their lives and what their memory means.
Dear granddaughter, dear Yael Gabriel, you will listen to this message several years from now, but not fully understand it until even later. I would like to tell you a little bit about why you have your name Yael Gabriela. Well, first of all, because your parents choose it. And they keep our old Jewish tradition to give a newborn a name in memory of someone close to our hearts who lived before you. We hope and we want that doing so, we will give you their best qualities to carry toward into the future. Your parents will explain you your name, Yael. Your name Gabriela was given to you in memory of my beloved and only brother, Gennady Eisenberg, or just Gennady, and the only brother of my father, Gerhard Eisenberg. This is his Jewish name, Gerhard. But we call him Grisha or Gennady again in different times and situations. I can tell you many facts and stories from our life, from our family life. But the fact that you are named after them forced me, for the first time in my life, to think about what they had in common. I think it was their love of life, their love and dedication to family, to extended family, to their spouses and children. My younger brother Gena was the first person in my extended family who I knew from when he was born until he passed away. He married and had his first son back in Kiev. Soon after coming to the United States, he had a second son and had to take 2 jobs to provide for the family. His wife was able to confirm her nursing specialty, get license, and continue her career. His life was not easy, but he never complained about his harsh condition, misfortune, or anything negative. He had such a positive attitude toward life and had an amazing sense of humor. In large group, he usually listened quietly to everyone else, but when he would say a joke, everybody until there were tears in their eyes. When I watched Gena playing with his sons, it reminded me of time when he and I were playing together when we were children. My uncle Gennady came to the United States in March 1990 with his wife, daughter, and 2 grandsons. Back in the former Soviet Union, he was a lead engineer building bridges and roads. When they came to Brooklyn, New York, he was the first who found a job and almost immediately started to provide for his family. He had almost no English at the beginning, but he recalled some Yiddish from his childhood and worked at kosher grocery store delivering food to the Orthodox Jewish area. As a result, his single daughter was able to finish college and have a career in the medical field. He was a father figure for his grandsons and helped to raise them. When our family immigrated to the United States with your mother Julia in 1991, my uncle Grisha and his wife were the ones who met us at JFK Airport. They also helped my brother and family when they immigrated to the United States 4.5 months later. He was always very excited to see any family member and did everything possible to make us comfortable when we were visiting them in New York. He never refused help to anyone, not just his relatives and friends, but their neighbors and acquaintances as well. He never spread rumors, and you will never hear from him any lashon hara or judgment. He created a special positive atmosphere, an aura of goodness, kindness, and goodwill around him. He and his wife, my aunt Bronya, rarely traveled out of New York City to visit or vacation, but when they did, they always took their grandsons with them. This is how they came to visit us for my 50th birthday celebration and for your parents' wedding. Yael Gabriela, you are named after 2 men who are very close to my heart. My wish for you is that the stories of my brother and uncle inspire you to live your life with a positive attitude, kindness in your heart, and love of your family and everyone else around you.
Yael, when I held you on the day that you were born, I told you that you were a very blessed, very lucky girl. Now let me tell you why. Your mom, Julia, was born to be a mom. From watching her as an aunt, it was abundantly clear that she was meant to be a wonderful mother, and now you have made her into one. She is a woman of many talents. Now you're grateful for the wonderful milk she's making for you. But let me tell you that later, she's also great at hairstyles for girls, posters for class projects, blowing up balloons and setting up birthday parties, and making beautiful jewelry. Everything she does with artistry and with love. You're truly blessed to have her as your mother, as I am blessed to have gained her as a sister. Your dad is very excited to have you and has many things that he wants to teach you about the planets and robots and electronics and all sorts of complicated things that I don't quite grasp, but he's going to teach you all of them very well. When you were in your mom's belly, and it was very soon, you were very little, it was very soon after you were in your mom's belly, your cousin Jeremy got a huge snap circuit set, electronic circuit building set from his grandparents for his birthday. And Donnie was eyeing it wistfully and saying, gosh, I wish I had these kinds of toys when I was a kid. And I said to him, well, you know, now that you're having a child, you have an excuse that you can buy these toys for her and you can play them with her. And his whole face lit up in this look of glee that you're seeing right now. And he said, now I'm even more excited. Your dad has a lot that he's excited to play with you and teach with you. But the most important thing that he's going to teach you is to dream big. And that no matter how wild, how hard, how big, how unlikely your dreams are, even if your dreams are as crazy as landing this giant thing on Mars, that with a lot of hard work, you can make those dreams come true. And no dream means more to him than you, and then creating a loving family with your mom. Your grandparents are incredibly loving, and you have this huge family who has flocked to you, crowded into a hospital room to meet you because they were so excited. The hospital didn't realize that they should have had a special wing just for the Greenblatt and Eisenberg family visitors. And you have cousins who are excited to play with you when you get a little bigger, and you can play with them under the table during meals, just as your uncles played with their cousins when they were little. Given this idea of ascending into space, I think it's fitting that your name Yael means to ascend or to rise. In the book of Judges, Yael bravely rose to a task. When the enemy commander, Sisera, came to her home, she did what needed to be done, and she was praised by Deborah, the prophetess, for her courage. Deborah said, Tivarach Menashim Yael, that Yael should be blessed of all of the women. And I know that, like your namesake, you are blessed, and you will be a blessing. You want to talk? You want to share with us your thoughts and feelings? Your middle name, Gabriella, means God is my strength, and I hope that God may be your strength throughout your life. Gabriel was an angel who visited Daniel repeatedly and brought wisdom, clarifying a vision that Daniel didn't understand in the Bible. Gabriel explained to Daniel that exile would only last for a limited period, but then the temple would be rebuilt in Jerusalem and would be restored. So Gabriel offered a vision of hope. Like Yael, we hope that you will have the courage to face any difficult times that may come your way. And like Gabriel, that you will have hope for the future. And actually, your name can be read as a slogan, Yael Gabriella, rise up, for God is your strength. I pray that you may live your life by that motto. And I want to say something about the timing of when you were born. Your due date was actually the day that Eugene Schlesinger was buried. Now, Eugene, you didn't know him, but he was the sweetest soul that I've ever had the privilege to know in this world. And I told my friend Rachel about the timing, that I was concerned that the funeral was the same day that the baby might be born, and I wanted to be in both of those places. And my friend Rachel said, you know, she must be an extraordinary soul, because an extraordinary soul must be entering this world, because an extraordinary soul has left this world. And I'm glad that you waited, because you waited until Sukkot, which is Man Simchatenu, the time of our joy. And that's really what you've done. You've brought tremendous joy to our family and to the whole community, and I know that you will continue to do that. Yesterday, we began the book of Bereshit, and that's a new beginning, and really you represent a new beginning for our family and for the community. And I learned something new yesterday, which is that in Jewish tradition, when you end the Torah, you then immediately start reading it from the beginning, right? So the very last letter of the Torah is a Lamed from Yisrael. The very first letter of the Torah is a Bet from Bereshit. You put them together and it spells the word Lev, spells the word heart. So you have given a new heart, a new joy to our family. And we are so excited that you have brought this new beginning and that you have filled our hearts with joy today. And I'm sure that you always will. So I'll now say the blessing, which gives you your name officially. Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Mimotenu Kayemet Hayata Hazod Le'aviha Ule'ima Mikra Shema B'Yisrael Yael Gabriela Bat Yonatan V'Yehudit Yismach ha'av b'yotzeh chalatzal v'tagel imo b'pri vina Zot ha'ktana g'dola tiyeh כשם שנכנסה לברית, כן תקרא house and known in the house of Israel as Yael Gabriela Bat Yonatan Yehudit Yael Gabriela Grinbach. May she bring us and her parents and the whole community joy and happiness in the months and years to come. As we have brought her into the covenant of Torah today, so may she enter into the study of Torah, the blessings of family, and the performance of good deeds, and let us say, Amen. Now Johnny and Julia are going to read a blessing that they wrote especially for Yael, and they're going to read that blessing followed by the traditional blessing that we bless all children with, and they will bless her with that blessing.
Adonai, thank you for the miracle that is our daughter. Thank you.
Thank you for a healthy pregnancy and an easy labor.
Thank you that our Yael is healthy and thriving.
Thank you that she has so many people in her life that love her and care for her. Yael.
May you always be surrounded by friends and family.
May you love unconditionally and be loved in return.
Like your mother, may you be beautiful and soft-hearted.
Like your father, may you be smart and loving.
Like Yael of the Bible, may you be strong and courageous.
Like Gabriel in the Bible, may you be insightful and a comfort to others.
Like Yael, a mountain goat, may you be graceful and resourceful.
May you have bountiful health and joy.
May you know little struggle and sorrow.
May you laugh often and cry little.
May you be wise, creative, and successful.
May you be a source of pride to everyone around you.
God, please watch over her and protect her throughout her life. ישמח אלוהים כשרה רבקה רחל ולאה. יברך אדוני וישמרך. יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך. יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום.
May God bless you like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. May God bless you and protect you. May God shine God's Spirit upon you and be gracious to you. May God turn God's Spirit onto you and grant you peace. Amen.
Now the cousins will come up and lead us in Hamotzi. So Jamie, Hannah, Nathan, Karen, Sophie. We're going to take off the beautiful challah cover that you made. You can hold it. And then you guys can all lead us in Hamotzi together, and afterwards we'll say the Shechianu. Okay. Ready? Go. Now we're going to sing the Shechianu, the blessing of thanks God for bringing us to this moment. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehachianu v'hiyanu b'zman hazeh. Mazel tov, mazel tov.
The rings in the tree.
Yeah, I live in an area called Tierra Santa. It's basically sort of as far east as you can get. It's over in San Diego. So we had a little fun in the...
I can't think of it. I know, what is the section where Norma...
Okay, yeah.
Your story was beautiful.